And welcome to the LoopCast, a podcast of the Hope Commons Church. This is where we share what's happening in our church, hear stories from people in our community, and have conversations with those serving in meaningful ways. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. Now let's jump in.
Hey everyone, I'm Mario. Welcome to episode 1 of the LoopCast.
And I'm Ron. Glad to have you along.
So we have a great opportunity that has started this month, which involves 24 new volunteers for our Kids Zone.
Yeah, we figured this would be a great opportunity at the beginning of the year just to give an invite to anybody who would like to join us for the Kids Zone. We look for an opportunity to give 13 services a year to a bunch of kids who need to know the love of Jesus and have some adults pour into them. And I love this. I love the opportunity. Kids are such a great way to start people, and their faith starts early. And I love that. So we're looking for 24 people. Actually, we got 4 already by the first services of the month. We got 4 volunteers. So now we're looking for 20 people who are willing to get trained and background checked and ready to rock and roll with these kids. I tell you, it is such a blessing to be able to hang out with a bunch of kids that are running around and having fun and just need to be loved on. And I think that's a great opportunity for us. And we've always got great volunteers. We are a vast volunteer organization, and feel like we've got the capacity to put some more people to work.
Yeah, sounds great. I remember being a kid in the Kids Zone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's important that, now being almost 32, seeing the same people that loved on me still sit in the pews, and it's great. We don't just say the expression 5 adults that'll love you unconditionally for the rest of your life. We actually mean it, and we do it. So
yeah, and we have those people. I love that. Yeah, I truly believe that. There are 2 axioms I think we should live by, and one of them is that every 5-year-old needs to know 5 adults that'll love them unconditionally for the rest of their life, no matter what they're going through or where they're at, or the 14-year-old that you want to smack upside the head, like, specifically thinking of you, Mario. But also the 15-year-old needs to know that they are loved and wanted in our church services. And so we do tailor a lot of what we do. If you ever think, why doesn't it look like our pastors ever grow up? Well, because we're all about the 15-year-olds as well, not only the 45-year-olds or the 85-year-olds.
Yeah, totally. So now to do a little bit of a pivot, we have our restoration party happening in just like almost a little over 48 hours now.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to talk about that, the end of the Christmas season. And
yeah, we love the Christmas season. We love all the decorations and everything. And sometimes when we put it away, everything just looks stark. But I love it when we're able to come in and pack everything away, get it ready for the next season. But also, it just leaves the clean lines of the sanctuary. And I think our sanctuary is really lovely and inviting. I love the stained glass windows and being able to highlight its natural beauty and its aging well. I'm so grateful for that. But it's also one more opportunity for all of us to get together, and I love that. We don't count it as one of our 6 parties a year, but maybe it should be. We get together, we eat some pizza, we pack away the lights and the trees, and wait for one more season.
Yeah, we need like a good New Year's movie. We usually do like a Christmas movie at Deck the Halls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we could work in, I don't know.
Is that a genre, New Year's movies?
Yeah, I can't even think of like a New Year's,
Dave
something.
Epiphany movies?
There you go. Yeah, King's Day. We'll
Mm.
find one. Speaking of packing up,
Mhm.
Safe Space is packing up
Oh, yeah.
and leaving campus this week. So
Yeah, Safe Space, Safe Space Traveling Winter Shelter. We've been hosting them for, I don't know, as long as they've been around, 15 years, 10 years, something like that, and been involved in the conversations even before they launched. It's a great group, and they have definitely matured. We've got 65 guests right now that would be sleeping outside if it wasn't for the Safe Space folks. And so we're more than happy to open up once a year and give them, well, we do 2 weeks in the winter, and we've been doing 2 weeks in the summer too for cooling stations. So these guys are really rocking it. And although in the past we've had some hiccups with guests and such, but they've been doing such a great job. And you can even volunteer if you go to Safe Space. Actually, I don't know what the website is, but it should show up underneath this, because I think we can do that in post production.
yeah,
You can volunteer. You can volunteer with them. They do great work for that, cooking meals or anything else. So you can jump in.
Yeah, and luckily for you, I already beat you to the punch. Got the QR code in the loop.
Hey, yeah,
So
there you go.
check it out.
I like that.
Yeah, so really our next kind of move after the restoration party is Fat Tuesday and then Ash Wednesday, the season of Lent, really, all leading up to Easter. Just gonna be celebration after celebration, a little bit of reflective services for the Ash Wednesday service, Good Friday service. You want to talk about all that?
Yeah, we can. The season of Lent is a 40-day observance before Easter that's just preparing our hearts. And part of it is feeling the weight of our own sin, and to begin to try to identify with what it meant for God to send his son to die on a cross to pay the penalty for your sin and mine, why we needed that, and the sadness that should spark in us. It's not something we want to live with for all year, but we want to be able to identify with that as we prepare our hearts for the joy of Easter. I think part of this is really restoring Easter to its proper place. It's I don't mind the eggs. The eggs are great. The chocolate's great. All the Easter dresses and hats and everything else. Whatever you want to do to celebrate Easter with family and friends and all of that, I think that's great. But we can prepare our hearts for the services that we have, and they are a great celebration, but they are a much better celebration when we have prepared our hearts for that. So there's actually 3 ways that we observe the season of Lent. One of them is to fast something, and you can fast. To fast is just to give up something, and typically it's fasting a meal or a day of meals a week. And you can certainly do that. That is a traditional fast. But you can also fast food. You can fast television. You can fast Facebook. There's a lot of things that you can say, this is something that I enjoy. I'm going to set it to the side. And when I remember that I miss that, I remember what it must have taken for God to send his one and only son in the form of his own creation to pay a penalty I couldn't pay for myself. And my encouragement is that you fast something that you love. Now, maybe you want to fast something that is also horrible for you. And yeah, that'd be great. You should give up something that maybe trying to kill you. That'd be fine. But I'll give up something also that you really look forward to putting back into your life. And then we also take time to pray more and to look for ways in which we can pray, but also ways in which we can give to other people, ways that we can give in a way that we're not going to receive back anything from them. And so that's the way we think about the season of Lent, the 40 days before Easter. Those start on Ash Wednesday. And because, that's some of that's kind of a bummer to think about, to put that all in our heads. So we want to throw a party before that. And that's what Fat Tuesday is all about. And you might have thought, that's weird because it's the same day as Carnival, or it's the same day as at Mardi Gras. And you might be surprised to find out that that's why those are there. It's about getting your party out before you get into the season of Lent. And that's something that's we've done all around the world. And it is, regardless how you feel about all of those things, it all started from our ability to see that we're going to need a party before we go into the season of Lent. Lent, by the way, all that it means is spring. And so we can call it the season of spring. Maybe that's our thing. We tend to try to demystify some of the words that we use in church all the time. Maybe I should start that.
Yeah. So don't fast chores. Don't fast, I don't know, the stuff that you're going to miss, that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, our season this year starts on, I think it's February 19. I say I'm going to start fasting at the NFL. I'm not going to even think about it for 40 days, but you can find something. Going to not wash my car.
Yeah. Well, I think that will be good for now. We'll touch on some of those more as they come up, and get more into what's happening.
And we also have an interview with Marie that I think you're going to enjoy a lot. So she is a hoot, and to get to hear her heart and how she serves in our community. Marie, welcome to the big show.
Thank you.
Glad to have
you here.
Yeah, glad to have you. And I'm going to try that again. Because I'm going to go. Marie Fickert, welcome to the big show.
Well, thank you, Pastor. It's great to be asked to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
It is.
Yeah. So you have been doing this toy drive for a very long time. How did you get into this?
Well, I got hired by the City of Chico Fire Department 29 years ago. And the first year, I decided to kind of see if the firefighters wanted to have a toy drive that would be sponsored by the Chico Fire Union, which is our Chico Firefighters Association, Local 2734. And I decided a toy drive would be a wonderful opportunity to be able to show our community some love from the firefighters, and to be able to do why people got into the fire service to begin with. Is all of us wanted to be able to help those less fortunate, those in need, those that are injured, those that are having a home on fire, whatever the situation is when firefighters are called to serve in our community. We all have the joint goal of wanting to help our community, and that's universal pretty much in any fire department across the country. So what a better way to show love to our community in Chico than to reach out at Christmas time and be able to help those less fortunate but very deserving families that are low income, that might not be able to have the financial means to buy toys or even have a Christmas dinner for their family, despite really wanting to do that, because that's just something that most of us embrace and would love to be able to do. So I was inspired by my father, the late Robert Thorne, who was a lieutenant at Butte County Sheriff's Office. And when my father was doing this, I began when I was just a very young child, like in about first grade. And my father, along with Sheriff Larry Gillick, the sheriff at the time, and several of his coworkers, thought it would be great to start a toy drive that would benefit the county that they served in by having the community donate discarded and used toys that kids had outgrown. But in those days, you could actually refurbish a bike or fix a metal dump truck, paint it up, put some wheels on it, make it good again. And they wanted to partner with the prisoners they're doing their time over at the Butte County Jail. And it was an opportunity for the prisoners, even though they were incarcerated and making positive changes in their life before they re-entered the community, to do something they could feel good about, which is refurbishing the toys. And then when they were all fixed back up and looked good as new, then there was a Santa Claus that was in on each of the squad cars with off-duty sheriff's deputies and Santa delivering these refurbished toys all throughout Butte County. And that's how I grew up as a child, seeing my father's example and actually starting a legacy. Well, when I got hired at Chico Fire, I thought it would be great to kind of create our own legacy within Chico Fire to do the same thing, although the toys are brand new. And then we would be able to have the community be a partnership with that, and either have toy donation barrels in businesses that wanted to be a partner, or Walmart was wonderful in Chico with letting us put up a giving tree with each child's wish list and sizes and things like that, let community members buy whatever the toy request was and putting in a donation barrel. And it has been something that started small 29 years ago, and this year, our 29th year, we are going strong. We have had a wonderful, successful year that we could not have done without the partnership of our wonderful businesses, as well as community members that just take the time to buy a toy or donate something that would be a clothing item that was new for these very deserving children. And then we try to make it even more special because we delivered on Saturday, December 20th, and once we get these toys donated, they're actually wrapped right here at church with people that are part of our community, of our Hope Commons community, that came together to do wrapping parties. We also had a wonderful business partnership with Cal Water and the Rotary that came a week ago on Wednesday, and not only did a grant for us for our program that helped us buy food and toys, but also about 45 people that were either employees of Cal Water or Rotary, the Morning Rotary Club, came and wrapped. And I'll tell you what, that is where you say it takes a village. You have no idea how long it takes to wrap literally hundreds of gifts. And without their help, we would never go to bed because we would be working day and night on this as volunteers.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate that partnership. And it's just been lovely since I'm a member of Hope Commons to have that connection, because I believe that the cause of helping those less fortunate meshes very well with the Chico Firefighters Association's Adoptive Family Christmas program, as well as the mission of our church here, which is reaching out and being a church and a hand up for those in need in our community.
Love that. Yeah, I forget that it's not just toys. You do food for dinner as well, and clothes and shoes. Yep. Saw a lot of shoes in there.
We asked for the sizes of the children, what size clothing they wear and what size shoes they wear, because sometimes if you think about it, if you can't afford a Christmas gift for your kids, and we all know if you've had kids how fast they grow in and out of things, and it's expensive. So some people enjoy buying clothes or pajamas or a new jacket to stay warm in Chico, and some prefer a toy, but this offers that opportunity. And then each family is gifted with a turkey and dressing and vegetable and potatoes and just things, and cornmeal muffin mix, so they can actually fix a Christmas dinner and just have that opportunity to make this the best Christmas their family has ever had. And that's our goal for each and every family. Beyond that, when we are blessed with extra toys being donated, because we do about 7 toy drives to really collect all these, and sometimes they were at the California Park neighborhood, and for the second year in a row they've held a toy drive that was actually hosted by our son Keith and our daughter-in-law Alicia Fickert. And then they've had donation barrels at places like Keller Williams and Knockout Collisions and other wonderful places around town that have just stepped up, and that has allowed us to have extra toys, so that when we drive a fire engine with off-duty firefighters and Santa Claus and an entourage of community members and church members that go and help us deliver each of these families' toys in person, when we knock on a door at an apartment for the one family chosen in that complex, and all the neighborhood kids that live next door come up and rush Santa and go, "Santa, we didn't think you were coming this year. Do you have anything for us?" We have extra toys that we call neighborhood giveaway toys that we're able to bless the kids in the neighborhood with because of the extra toys, which just makes it wonderful for not only the families that were referred to us by agencies that work with low-income families, and they're vetted, and we wanted to make sure that that we had very special families that were very deserving, but these same families are pretty much in the same economic bracket as the neighbors. We're able to bless those with something extra this year. So we're spreading joy all throughout 100,000 people in our community. We're really making an impact north, south, east, west as we deliver all these toys. And it's just a great experience, whether you're the off-duty firefighters that are up driving the fire engines, whether you're part of the entourage carrying all the toys and food, which are community members that volunteer to help drive and help that make it a special day, just to spread love at Christmas time, which is the whole meaning.
I love that. Yeah. And seeing your husband, Robert, pull out his,
1948 American LaFrance fire engine.
yeah.
It's special because it actually was purchased and was delivered to the Chico Fire Department in 1948 and has been part of the original fleet. And when it stopped running as a reserve engine, it was owned by our union, the same one that does our program here. And then eventually they didn't have space for it. My husband, I kept talking him into driving it on Adopt a Family and through parades and things like that, that we ended up just buying it from the union. And it's my husband's, some men have a midlife crisis and buy a sports car. Well, we bought a fire engine that he loves, and it means
It
the
is
world to
awesome.
him, and he's fixed it up and maintained it and drives it. And that's his contribution to the community. And the community, I wish you could see people beep and wave when they see us come by
yeah.
and pull up to a house, and it's just a beautiful experience. It makes it very special for the kids.
I love that. I just noticed, and I've seen it for years, but I just noticed that it says Chico on it.
Yeah, it is an original Chico.
Yeah,
Run for years. It ran from 1948 through the 70s when it was retired out.
Brilliant. Yeah.
It's very special.
I love it. It is so classic and just kind of a Norman Rockwell painting rolling down the street.
It definitely is, and it just adds to the charm, and it is a day of charm. I had so many people that have volunteered their days off, and firefighters work long hours. They work 24-hour shifts, sometimes multiple days in a row. They're away from their families, and on their day off, what's been really beautiful is they'll have their spouses and their own children ride as part of the entourage to bring the toys and the food baskets to these families. And it's wonderful because it's another generational legacy. The firefighters are carrying on what my father started at the Sheriff's Department with Chico Fire, and their children, which every child and every family that we met this last Saturday and every year said, oh my gosh, my kids want to do this again, and they want to help wrap next year, and they want to definitely go deliver it because they're starting to have that legacy with their family. And I'm hoping generationally that that's going to carry on this legacy. That is something that will be perpetuated and go on to keep this tradition, which I think is a wonderful tradition going in our community.
Yeah, I think it's terrific. And I love seeing all the families come out and everybody dresses up, and
It's so fun.
it is such a fun event.
What's so fun is it's not only great for the kids that when we pull up and knock on their door, they are literally jumping up and down and are so excited and cannot believe that Santa Claus has come. Even on our engine, we had Santa Claus, we had Mrs. Santa Claus, and we even had a Grinch. So you had that plus a lot of off-duty firefighters and community members, and they literally come out and it's like, there's 30 people that are outside of their little apartment that came to make this the best Christmas of their family's life. And I think they just really appreciate being loved on and cared for. And it's so beautiful to watch that it's what kicks off my Christmas personally.
Yeah. Well, I always think of firefighters as people who, they're not right, generally speaking. I mean, you go and hire all the people in town that run towards a fire, not away from it.
I know.
And
It defies logic,
but
doesn't it?
but the people that are wrong in that way are my people. I love it. It's like
They're wonderful people.
they're super solid, and love to see all the families out, and then you mix in the Cal Water folks with that.
And the Rotary and our church members. And
Love all of
we've
that.
had just a wonderful, blessed year. Every year's a little different, and we are already trying to think of ways to make our 30th anniversary for next year
Now,
even more special. So any suggestions we have from church members, the only thing unique about our program is that we don't take signups. We're not like Salvation Army in that they are, they have hundreds and hundreds literally of volunteers and staff and way more money than we would obviously have. So they can take signups. We don't actually open our program to the community because we're very small, and that's why we work with the agencies. There's several agencies in Chico that work with low-income families. They know the situations, and so they give us, through a referral, the number of children and families that we think we can actually realistically meet the needs for. And then that's where even taking that limited amount still takes a Herculean effort. As you know, we fill the gym.
you do.
Now you fill them with toys, now you got to wrap them, and then you got to bag them, and then you have to put them in driving routes and lots of paperwork. But just that partnership and enjoying that with our church members and our community members is just a blessing for me.
How many families did you serve?
Well, officially 30, and some had 6 children per family, so we're not
Right.
talking a small amount of children. But if you add beyond the 30, we probably helped literally hundreds of families in our community, because each neighborhood child that came up, we filled them with toys for all the kids in the family, multiple toys for
Yeah.
lots of kids in the family. And we went all throughout. There's so many neighborhoods that we covered on Saturday. It would absolutely blow your mind, because they were literally north, south, east, west driving routes. So we covered a big chunk of Chico that were in some of our lowest income areas, but have the most need, and that we're just so happy that we could bless.
Yeah, I love that. I love all of it. I love your heart in this. And as you continue to do this, even into retirement, and
Yeah, I've been retired for 4 years, and I've kept the program because it's more than just part of what I did on my volunteer time when I was employed for 25 years with Chico Fire. I'm very invested in helping the community. I think it's carried on from how I was raised, and to reach out and help those less fortunate, and it's just kind of who we are as family. And now my children and grandchildren help with the program, and we're keeping that legacy generational and inspiring, hopefully, others to do the same.
I love that. I love all of that. I love the partnership too, that you let us participate in, not only with the space, but also sending folks over to wrap presents and go.
Great. We literally could not do this program, Pastor, without the partnership with this church. Honestly, I'm not saying that just to, make light of something that was huge by our standards. We don't have a space, and it takes a huge space to literally roll out this program, to have all the dolls on one table, the trucks on this table, because this is like shopping for each child. We have everything that's donated, and we take their personal lists that we keep in a binder of what they like, what their sizes are, and we go from table to table to pick out something. So it's a very personalized, very intentional program to really try to meet that child's expectation of an amazing Christmas, way more than they would have had without it. And so that all takes space and area and resources and support. And you have been wonderful every year since we've joined the church that I've been a member to partner with us on that.
Yeah, and
We appreciate it greatly. And I want to throw out a compliment from Pastor Mario. Mario has been amazing, whether he is helping carry heavy tables and chairs, or logistics, or opening and closing things and being a part of it and being support, and the church helping with our Tree of Joy and the partnership with Addie and the whole staff here has been great and helpful. Chanel Young and her daughter Abby, my gosh, they went grocery shopping with
So
me.
good.
We're buying 60 of everything. You ever buy 60 boxes of dressing and 60 bags of potatoes and 38 or something turkeys? I used to try to do that by myself, pulling like 3 carts and looking like a crazy person going through the grocery stores. Things are falling out of my cart.
Yeah.
And they are just those servants' hearts, which I think exemplifies our church and our membership.
indeed, and I think you're the best part of it.
Yeah, you're too kind.
I'm grateful you're my friend. So
I feel exactly the same. So we want to say thank you to our church family. And let's start making plans to be a part of the 30th upcoming Chico Firefighters Association Adopt a Family Christmas Program blessing local deserving families.
I like that. I think maybe it should be the first anniversary of the 29th birthday.
I like it. Is that how I celebrate my birthdays?
I think you should. You think you should?
I like it. It's a lot of birthday candles.
Indeed. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Pastor.
Well, that's all for now. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for joining us at the LoopCast. If you found this episode meaningful, liking it and subscribing it really helps others find these conversations too. For more about the Hope Commons Church, visit hopecommons.church. We're glad you're here. Thanks for staying in the loop.